Berkeley, named for the British philosopher Bishop George Berkeley, is my hometown, and home to the University of California and its famous Lawrence Laboratory as well. When I was growing up there, my stepmother Ducky was for me what a favored aunt or uncle might be for other children. Someone who saw you differently, who treated you like a person instead of just a kid. And she worked at what was known locally as the lab.
Marilee, Bailey, this is Ducky here.
Ducky, girlfriend!
Yes. Isn't it been a long time?
Yes.
My God.
We got old.
Wow.
How did we get so old?
We got old.
Well, I did. You did.
I was hired in 1955 as a scanner, and that was where we looked through microscopes. We looked into film emulsion that was just in big blocks and told us where the particles had gone as these blocks were set into the beamline of the Bevatron. And the Bevatron had just been built when I was hired.
The Bevatron was a particle accelerator. It used an incredibly strong circle of magnets to impart energies of trillions of electron volts to the protons used to smash the target atomic nuclei. The resulting collisions offered a fleeting view of previously unknown subatomic particles.
Every 10 seconds there would be what they called a spill when the beam would fire through the targets. So you had a lot of images on one film. They were usually 1,000-foot rolls of this, linograph pan. No, it was a different, I can't remember the name of the film, but it was the aircraft film. And big magazines. And as I say, we were all in excellent physical shape because we were handling these.
The target sat in liquid hydrogen. High-energy particles became visible to the camera as a trail across the bubble chamber. Physicists had predicted the existence of antimatter. It was here in these scans that it was found, along with a host of new elements and particles.
There was one there with curly-Q pictures that you had right after that.
Yeah, I think
That's
a
that shows
typical
more of what we would be looking at. There would be what they would call an interaction where two particles would collide or several particles would collide, and something else would be given off. Every day, 7 days a week, 365 a year, we processed film. And 1 year we processed 2 million feet. 2 million feet of film in 1 year. Wow. Then they broke that down to a digital readout, direct readout to the computers, and no more film was processed. So they scattered us all over the hill, broke up the group, and gave us all jobs, and I got a good job working with people who had experiments in the Bevatron. And that was where they were really doing the physics. And that was the best job of all. That was absolutely a wonderful job. And don't look up too much, but look up enough to know what's following you. And just to be around that excitement of maybe we're going to find this particle, or maybe they're going to be able to prove this or that theory. We didn't even know what the theory was sometimes, but the excitement of the physicist was what made it a good job.
The way the accelerator was set up, they actually had 4 different tanks in between the magnet sections. So where all this steel around the circular portion is the magnet section, and then this portion here actually had some.
The last time I was here was over 40 years ago. I remember skateboarding down this hill and dodging in and out behind the shielding of the Bevatron on a visit with Ducky. The excitement of the lab, being in the presence of the deepest exploration of the nature of the universe, of matter itself, has stayed with me to this day. The Bevatron, decommissioned in 1993, is being demolished, its dome due to come down soon. The study of particle physics has moved to Chicago and to Geneva.